All right, these are video notes for Lowe's 1890. I was just wanting to give you a quick look at this project. The wall cabinets are still up, but the base cabinets have been removed, and that's good. We can see some of the stuff here on the lower side. I've given you a center line mark of 60 inches for the center of the 220 plug because that's about where the cabinets were before. You can see the plug is loose, so you could slide that left or right as many inches as you wanted, really. But as far as this piece, there is no electrical here right now for a microwave or for a range hood. So the customer is going to be getting another installer to come in, an electrical installer come in and run those wires. So when you're done, you're going to want to provide an elevation to the customer. Let them have exactly where the center of this stove is going to be. That way they know the elevation of where the wire needs to come in. And that's important because the microwave will need a plug. It won't need just a wire, it'll need a plug, okay? Couple of other things on this wall to look at. The measurements are 93 3/8 to the edge of the trim, but if you look up high right here, your soffit stops 2 3/4 inches back from the trim. And then this is an additional inch, so that's 3 3/4 inches from the trim to the existing cabinets. We want to stay under the soffit box, and the soffit box is not coming out. So just some information about where that is and where that comes to. Now I've given you dimensions on the drawings from the inside corner front of the soffit to this edge, the corner of the soffit. Also from this soffit front to the wall is 13.5. 13.5 inches is how deep all of the soffits are. Look back over here on this corner. Right now, this corner is a blind corner to the inside, blind corner to this side. So this is an open custom corner. In the design, there's a diagonal wall cabinet here now, and you can see the soffit is actually L-shaped. So we've talked about either taking a wall 30-30 and making one side of it a blind by removing the door and adding a filler to the face. That means we could come this direction, 30 inches from the corner, and make a blind corner that reaches back in this way. That gives you a 15-inch door to the entrance. Then you would actually put a 12-inch door to the face of this one. That's one way to handle it. The other way we talked about doing was maybe doing a 15 by 15 voided corner. This cost savings as well. But we also already have a void corner in the bottom corner of this one. And so that means we're going to need a 2x4, item number 6001. We're going to need a 2x4 for the voided corner section of this corner. Now we talked about being a sink base 30, but you know as well as I do, a sink base 30 does not have a back in it. So what we're talking about doing now is taking a base 30 and voiding the drawer, attaching the drawer front, scooping the sides of both sides of it to get a 33 by 22 sink to fit in it. And there's no problem, we do that. We don't charge anything extra to do that, but we need to make sure that we design it with a base 30 in place instead of a sink base 30. Now the plumbing all comes out of the wall. None of this is touching the floor, but this measurement where the bottom of this plumbing is around 6.5 inches off the floor. Barely fits inside the cabinet. It will, but it barely fits inside. So that's really the only thing about this. We need to make up our mind on a double sink versus a single sink. Make sure that that's accurate in the drawing so that the measurements for the sink hole cutout are correct, okay? Come around this corner. Again, we have an L-shaped corner. This side here is an inside return, an inside return. If you look at a 30-inch cabinet again, and you were to do it on this wall, come 30 inches out, leave a 15-inch door off of it, add a 3-inch filler to the inset right here, you would have the same door size then on this wall as you have on that wall. And that way they would kind of mirror each other. So then they would actually look good from that point out as far as symmetrical doors, okay? This corner, again, we talked about doing a voided corner section, do a 2x4, so that's 2 2x4s, item number 6001, 2 2x4s. We got one little thing here with some wiring. I'm assuming that this was a disposal maybe at one time. There's a little wire sticking out here, but I do have a junction box. We'll need to have, if that's going to be the dishwasher, we'll need to have just a single wire. And the reason is because you don't have room behind the dishwasher to put a junction box. There's no room to push it back if you do, okay? So that needs to be right where it's at, attached to the wall in the voided area, but then outside of it, we need to have a single wire come out because dishwashers are direct wired, okay? Then we turn the corner on this wall. Again, upper cabinets, the storage L-shaped corner again. Here's the dimension on this one. The end of this molding is 3/4 of an inch from the end of this soffit. I give you a measurement on the face of the soffit length. So if you're looking at an actual measurement, it's 2 1/4 inches or so from the edge of, I'm sorry. Yes, 2 1/4. It's 2 1/4 inches or so from the end of the existing cabinet to the edge of the molding on the door. So that's it. Again, that soffit's staying. We're just making sure that all that fits inside. From the floor to the bottom of the soffit should be 84. It's 83.5. So 84 is close. Top alignment would be 84 inches. If you have any other questions for me, feel free to give me a call. The flooring is already in. It's already wall to wall. So we're ready to put cabinets in, it looks like. 423 area code 650-1051. Thank you very much.